Hello everyone, I'm Claire Marie B and welcome to my channel. In my video today I'm going to be taking you through my March bullet journal setup. For the setup this month I decided to go with a green theme. I've used green for March for the last 2 years, well the previous 2 years, so I really like the colour scheme that I've used for those 2 years. I'm using that colour scheme again and I'm going to be doing a leaf design. I spent a bit more time this month focusing on my lettering. I've been working really hard across the last few years to get better at the lettering, and I can definitely see an improvement from the start to the end, but sometimes if I don't keep that focus there, it doesn't then evolve and get better, and I felt that it really needed to take another step forward now that I've been doing this for a few years. So this month I really focused on how I wanted March to look and really focused more thinking about March as more like a drawing when I was doing the lettering rather than thinking of handwriting, and that's how I started to then think, okay, this is how I want March to look better. I think my lettering does look better than previous. I'm always open to feedback, but I do think that this is an improvement and I'm going to keep working on this across the rest of the year as well. Now that I've drawn all of the leaf patterns across the page of what I wanted to do in the coloured ink, I decided to do some extra leaf designs over the top using my Pigma Micron pens. I just thought that this would really lift it and make it look different than my standard patterns that I've done previously. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that I started to stop. So I stopped putting pressure on myself for my quote page. It really reached a point, probably about 18 months ago, where I was struggling to really design and come up with the quote page and find a quote each month, and I was finding it not an enjoyable experience. So I decided to take the pressure off myself, and if I see a quote or I see something, or I got something in mind that I know I really want to do, then great, I'll do it. But if I don't, then I'm not going to put pressure on myself to force myself to have that quote page. Because of the focus and what I want to do in improving my lettering, I've decided that I really want to have a lettering focused quote page and use this as an opportunity each month to really improve my lettering. So hopefully I'll be doing more quote pages to come, and I'm going to make them much more about the quotes and the lettering than I am about the drawing side of things. So for this month, spring is the time of plans and projects, which could not be more apt for me at the moment, as I'm thinking of taking on some other extracurricular things, as I love a project and I love a hobby. For me, I'm really, really enjoying this whole springtime and planning what do I want to do for the rest of the year. And that's my cover and quote page complete. Over the page onto my calendar spread. I had a lot of fun with this calendar spread this month because of the way that the spacing worked with the number of weeks that I had to map out in March and how they slotted with the days of the week. I could use more space for the March title, so I really thought I'm going to go to town on this and recreate the first page in a more condensed pattern way across March. To keep using the colours and have a nice bright calendar spread, I decided to keep to the trend that I've been doing recently, which is to use all of those colours for the boxes rather than drawing them out as plain clear boxes. And I do really like doing this, so it's probably going to stick around for a little while because it really ticks the boxes for me. And that's my calendar spread complete. On to the next section. So this is where I've been doing my self-care, and I've had a dashboard or mission control for the last year. And in a previous video, I think I mentioned I wanted to change this up a little bit. I've decided, instead of having this, mission control as a title, I'm just going to do the things I want to do on these pages and just have them as just themed pages and little sections that I have. I hope that makes sense. So I'm focusing this month on number 1, the self-care, number 2, my goals, number 3, key learns. I've really enjoyed having this in here. For the key learns, I just put in anything that I want to remember for the month, key things when I've gone, oh wow, now I realise this. Or it could be something that's more from an educational viewpoint of something, a theme, or a development for work or anything like that, or even within the bullet journal. If there's something that I'm learning about social media or a new skill, then I'll put that on there for the month as well. And then finally, at the bottom, I just wanted to be able to call out a couple of really big highlights for the month for me, and this page is really geared around helping me to reflect. So where my memories page, and we'll come to that shortly, where I use my memories page, of course that's capturing certain memories across the whole month from a journaling perspective. This section for me is more about self-reflection, looking after myself, and then my progression and what do I want to achieve and how can I be more productive, which is the whole point of why I started bullet journaling in the first place, was all around my productivity and wanting to be as productive as I can be. And that's my third spread complete. On to the final one, which is my memories page. So again, I'm going to do a bigger focus to start with on the lettering, and it's very much about drawing that out and how I want the art of that to look. So I decided to do a big memories across the whole of the double page spread this month, whereas usually I've been keeping that in the top left in a small way. It was a conscious decision to go big lettering this month, to really keep practicing that and have the focus be on the lettering. Ordinarily, I keep my memory spread really blank and then just fill that in through the month. This month, I decided to do something different because I was loving these colours so much as well. I decided to put in some boxes, and then my plan is that throughout the month when things happen or those memories happen, I can then pick a box and enter that in. So that's where you see all the colours. I really liked this setup, and I'm going to see how it works for me in March and if I keep that up for April. I think I'll go through quite a lot of ink if I do this on a regular basis, especially these I call them fawn coloured pens, these really nice beiges. I tend to use these two quite a lot. They feature quite a bit in my journaling. So yeah, I think I'll end up running out of those inks quite frequently if I do such a coloured spread. But then that's what they're there for, the pens, to be used, aren't they? So yeah, and I do love having the different colours in there. And here's my final flip through. Thank you so much for joining me today and watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit like and subscribe and turn on the notifications, and then you'll be told when I release future content. Have a fantastic March, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.